Hey guys! I'm back again with another experiment in the Penetrol Test Pour series. I've been testing out various fluid acrylic methods, mediums, and recipes while using Penetrol as a cell activator. Today I'm testing out a super thick combination of Floetrol, heavy gel medium, and Penetrol in an open cup pour with 4 different sized cups. So, if you've been around before, you probably know my mixing style is, well, we'll call it freeform. When I sit down to paint, I really just like throwing things together to see what comes out. Most of my paint mixes usually end up being on the thicker side of the spectrum when it comes to fluid mediums. This time, I wanted to try out a mix even thicker than my go-to. I ended up mixing together 4 ounces of Amsterdam Gloss Heavy Gel Medium and 20 ounces of Floetrol. I had to break out the hand mixer to get it all mixed together, but from there I split it off into 3-ounce portions to mix each color. Speaking of colors, here's the list of the paints that I'm mixing up for this pour. After getting the acrylics all mixed in, I added 3 drops of Penetrol to each color, except for the base. In all reality, I really should have let the Floetrol and gel medium sit for a while before using it. Needing the hand mixer to get it to come together created a ton of air bubbles. I'm impatient though, so I just got as many of them out with a torch as I could. You can kind of tell that I didn't quite get all of them in the dry results, but luckily it wasn't ruined by it. So, if you go with a thick mix, just make sure that you give yourself enough time for it to settle before using it. I went with part of a cookie cutter set to use as my open cups. This set has a flat edge and a wavy edge. I really like the effects that I can get by twirling the wavy edge around in the base, so that's what I'm using today. After applying the base to the canvas, I place the cookie cutters down and begin layering the paints inside of each. Once a cup is filled to the top, lift up to release the paint. After releasing, you can refill the cup as many times as you would like. Once satisfied with the layers, I like to use the cup to swirl the paints around a bit in the center so you aren't left with just a stack of colors. I got a wee bit spin happy and ended up losing the majority of one of the cups. I didn't want to risk losing much more by moving the other areas further up, so I went ahead and did some blowout areas to make up for the empty space. I was pretty surprised by how much of the paint had made it beneath the base. I was able to spread out a lot more than I expected to on first glance. The thick pouring medium mixed with the Penetrol seemed to produce some pretty large cell action. Most of the cells we've been getting in these experiments have been on the small side, but with a lot of them. The majority of the cells in this pour are probably 2 to 3 times larger than the previous experiments. Weirdly enough, I think the only other time the cells were this large was when I tested out the ultra thin mix of paints. We have tested out several different pouring medium recipes and ratios with various pouring methods while using Penetrol as a cell additive and activator. In the next video, we'll take a look at all of the pours together to see which combination created your favorite results. From there, I'll be moving on to a new set of experiments. Did you know that silicone oil comes in a variety of different weights? Well, I didn't. My amazing husband discovered this fact and then showed up a few days later with a couple for me to test out. I don't know about you guys, but my squirrel brain is definitely ready to move on to the next experiments with these weighted silicone oils. Alright guys, that's going to be it from me today. I hope that you enjoy the rest of this pour. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I'll see you next time. Bye!